Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Elena. My sister Erin edits our videos, and today I have created this Sugar Plum Fairy makeup look for you. It is based on the Hailey Bieber version, of course, and I had so much fun creating this kind of amped up version of her Sugar Plum Fairy makeup. I'm actually literally about to go see the Nutcracker Ballet with my family, and I'm so excited. I love the Nutcracker, so it was the perfect time to do this Sugar Plum trend. I'm wearing this strapless velvet dress from Lulu's, so I promise there's clothes happening here. This is just going to be a fun, relaxing video. I'll zoom you in and let's get into it. Okay, hi, I'm ready to get started. I'm just getting some lip balm on my lips. Now, personally, if I were creating a Sugar Plum Fairy look from scratch, I would probably focus on really pale blue-toned pinks, lots of sparkle, some purple like lavender, lilac shades. But this is not my Sugar Plum Fairy look. This is the Hailey Bieber Sugar Plum Fairy look, although I do plan to amp it up a little. But all of the basic elements that she used, I plan to use as well. So as far as I can tell, what I need to include is a glowy base, preferably a skin tint, a lot of glowy draped blush in a sort of pink leaning rose gold color, and then shimmery shiny eyes that match the blush, and faux freckles. She also did some fluffy brows, which I am not blessed in the fluffy brow department, but I'll see what I can do. And from there, I do plan to amp it up. I'm still going to focus on that rose gold color that leans pink, but I'm going to add a little bit of extra glitter and sparkle and shine because I have to. And don't mind my hair. I just threw it up into a messy bun. I feel like we all do our makeup with our hair in a messy bun, right? So starting out with an eyeshadow primer, I'm using the Rare Beauty one. And my skin feels ever so slightly dry, so I'm going to add a little bit of a primer just to give me some extra hydration. I'm using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I have this tiny jar, it's so cute, and it's very expensive, so I don't know if I will buy the full size when I run out of this, but I do really, really like it. It smells like cleaning products, but in a good way. Like the cleaning products that are citrusy and make you feel like your whole house is perfectly clean and you wouldn't even care if your in-laws dropped by unannounced. It smells really good. And I'm jumping right in with my color corrector. I pretty much never skip this step now, and it's something I never used to do a year ago. But you know when you discover a new product or technique and you really notice that it makes a difference, then you can never skip it. And that is what has happened to me with this LA Girl Pro Conceal Peach Color Corrector. And it's very cheap, so I don't feel bad about using it every day. I've just painted a little bit of that right into the deepest hollows of my under eyes, and I'm going to pat it in with my finger. This is definitely not a full coverage look that I'm going for, so I'm not going to go on top of this with concealer. I'm just going to do this little bit of color correcting, and then my base will be a skin tint, and I feel like that is the Hailey Bieber vibes, you know? She is not out here with Estee Lauder double wear on her face, all right? She's a skin tint girly. So today I am a skin tint girly. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows now, or at least this is gonna be like the first layer of my brows. Like I said, I'm going to try to achieve something on the fluffy side, but I'm gonna start by just filling them in with the Rare Beauty Shape and Fill Duo in the shade Light Brown. You'd think I'd start remembering this name since this has been my favorite go-to brow product. I'm just taking that on a brush and I'm going to fill in the brows, just get them started with a little base color. Okay, for my skin tint today, I'm using the Beautyblender Always On Radiant Skin Tint. Mine is in the shade Light 4. I really don't like this dropper style packaging, but I love the way this skin tint looks, so be it. And I'm blending that out with a beauty blender. It's not a real beauty blender, it's a knockoff beauty blender from Amazon. Does the job though. Okay, and I'm going to be jumping back and forth between my eyes and my base today, so switching over to the eyes, I'm now going to set the primer and my under eyes with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the shade 4 Sandstorm. And let's get started on the eyes. I'm going to be using my Pat McGrath Mthrshp Mega palette. This is the Celestial Nirvana one. You can definitely still get this palette. I got mine at TJ Maxx. It's also on Poshmark and Depop, things like that. But the shades I'm gonna be using from this palette are shades that we probably all have. So first I'm going in with a medium light brown. It is second from the left, middle row on this palette. And I'm just going to take that into the crease and on the outer third of my eye. And this blending brush is really fluffy, and I'm too lazy to find another brush for my under eye. So I've just dipped into the eyeshadow again, and I'm using my fingers to kind of pinch the bristles of the brush closer together so I can be more precise on my under eye. Okay, and that is as deep as I'm going to take this eye look. Hailey Bieber's version was definitely like simple and light and shiny, so I don't think I need to turn this into a smoky eye. I'm just gonna take the rose gold color from this Pat McGrath palette on my finger and put it all over my lids. And like I said, you could totally use a rose gold color from a different palette. I also think the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Golden Pink would probably work great for this. I'm sure there are a bunch of other options, but I'm gonna use the Pat McGrath palette today, and I'm just taking this all over my lid. I also picked this particular eyeshadow because it matches perfectly to the blush that I'm gonna be wearing today. So if you know what blush you're going to wear, swatch it on your arm and then test a few eyeshadows in your collection. That's what I did to see what would be the best match. And I'm taking this up really high. I want my whole eyelid to be shiny and sparkly and glimmery. It looked like Hailey took her blush and put that into the crease of her eye, but I'm using a cream blush that I just don't think the formula would work well for that. So that's why I'm taking this eyeshadow high up, way higher than I normally would. But don't worry, it's gonna look really pretty in the end. And blending that out a bit. And now I'm taking one shade out of the Moira Cosmetics Falling For You palette. I freaking love this palette. And it has a color in here that I just think I have to use for a Sugar Plum Fairy look. It is the shade Unconditional. It's right in the center, and it's a gorgeous duochrome light pink. I'm taking that onto my finger, and I'm just going to press it into the middle of my lids. Yes, this is the touch of sugar plumness that I needed. Okay, now I am going to add a wing. You definitely don't have to. Hailey Bieber certainly would not, but I just love a wing. And to keep it still soft, I'm going to use a brown eyeliner. I'm using the NYX Epic Ink Liner in the shade Brown. And I'm just gonna add a wing. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere, but I'm not done with the eyes, but I'm going to switch back to the base. I'm going to bronze and contour kind of all in one today with the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Bright Side. This color is a little more neutral, so I think it kind of works as both. And I don't want to look super duper contoured for this, she says as she puts contour all over her face. But this stuff blends out really well. It's super, super creamy and emollient, so it will kind of blend away, don't worry. Now I'm going to lay down some highlight, and I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand Easy Highlighter in the shade Spotlight. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury, these wand products, for both my highlight and my blush today because they're so glowy and they're going to give me that rose gold color. I think this is the perfect combo for today's look. I don't like to put the sponge directly on my skin. I've been putting it just on the back of my hand and then taking the product from there. Now that is a highlight. Taking a bit on the tip of my nose, right in between my eyes and my Cupid's bow. And while that's setting the highlight, I'm going to jump back to the eyes and I'm going to line my lower waterline with the Melt Cosmetics Slick Waterline Eye Pencil in the shade Ivory. I really want to brighten up my waterline. I don't want this look to be so smoky. I want to tone it down just a little bit. So I'm going to take this through my lower waterline and I might bring it out just a little bit right underneath the wing to give some separation between my lower lash line and that wing. So I pulled it out just a little bit underneath the wing and now I'm taking a brush to blend it out just a little bit right there. You can still see how much that lifted my eye. Like, look at the comparison. There we go. Now let's add some more glitter. Before we add some more glitter, I think I need to touch up the rose gold color. I'm taking that on my finger again and just going back over everything to make sure that rose gold color really stands out. That Moira shade kind of takes over because it's so freaking gorgeous, which is good, but I do still want the overall tone to be rose gold, like Hailey Bieber, even though this eye look is like Hailey Bieber's look on crack. You could just stick to the rose gold all over the lid and that would be much more true to her style, but my version is just a little amped up. Okay, now I'm taking some glitter. It's the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner in the shade Pyro. It's this lovely white color. I'm going to use this to go around the wing part of my eyeliner, and I'm also going to put it in the inner corner. This just gives me that over the top extra glitter level. So what I've done is sort of outline the outer edge of the wing. It's subtle, but if you look close you'll be able to see, and honestly even from a distance, like, it'll just catch the light and it gives it a little extra something something. Now I'm trying not to squint my eyes while it's drying. And step 2 of adding fluffiness to my brows, I'm now going in with the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in the shade Ash Brown. And I'm going to use this to draw some individual hairs in. Time for blush. I love a really blushy look. So today I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand High Blush in the shade Pinkgasm. So pretty, and when I saw this look the first time, I immediately thought of this blush. I really think I'll be able to achieve a similar blush look with this. So once again, I am just dabbing that on the back of my hand. Don't mind the 9 million swatches. Did you even do your makeup if you don't have swatches all over your hand when you're done? And now I'm taking the e.l.f. Duo Complexion Brush, pushing that into the product on my hand, and taking it onto my face. I'm gonna have to build this up quite a bit. I'm doing some blush draping with this and taking it high on my temples, wrapping it around my cheekbone. A little bit on the nose. And now I'm taking my Beauty Blender to really press that in and tone it down just a smidge. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with some setting spray. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. While my face continues to dry off, I'm going to curl my lashes with my Shiseido Lash Curler and add some mascara. I'm going to use Bad Gal Bang. Okay, now a key element of this look is the glowy base, but I'm going to set just the center of my face a little bit with the e.l.f. HD powder. This will also help the faux freckles stick. Okay, and for my faux freckles, I'm going to use the ColourPop Freckle Pen in the shade Dark Brown. I really wish that I had the Buble freckle pen, the Rudy Berry one. I know that's what Hailey Bieber uses, but I have not gotten my hands on that yet. So for today, ColourPop Freckle Pen will do. I'm not sure if you can see those on camera, but I will zoom in so you'll be able to see them then. But I think they're cute. Okay, let's do like a couple more. Okay, this might be a huge mistake, but I'm going to try adding some tinted brow gel to try to get even fluffier brows. I'm using the Milk Kush Fiber Brow Gel in the shade Grind. Cross your fingers that this doesn't just completely wreck my eyebrows. They're already looking very intense, I know. Maybe this will make them fluffier. I don't know. I'm just gonna try it. Okay, I think that worked. I feel quite cute in this look. All right, for the lips, Hailey Bieber is into that look where there's a darker lip liner and then a more sheer gloss. It's probably the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment all over her lips. It's not my favorite look. I feel like the lip liner not being all over the lips, I don't know, it only looks good if you have like really plump lips or lip filler or things like that. But I'm going to do it a little bit for my look today. So starting with the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Endless Cacao, I'm going to line my lips. And smush them together. Now I'm going over that with a MAC lipstick in the shade Cream in Your Coffee. It's a cream sheen lipstick. All right, so far so good. And lastly, I'm taking the Patrick Ta Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade 2ccs. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going with. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see some details, and then I will hop off camera, let down my hair, and show you the final result. I really like how this look came out. I think it's so pretty and it's very girly. Just a fun way to switch up a holiday look. Okay, that does it for my Sugar Plum Fairy makeup look. I had so much fun creating this. I really enjoyed the little trends. It just gives me a new creative standpoint to do my makeup from. So if you enjoyed the video, please like it, comment below, subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it because we are still very new at this. Thanks again for watching, and until our next video, see you soon.